Welcome everybody, my name is Roma, this is Home Harbor, Season 1. I would like to dedicate this season to beginners. So I choose the ship that is perfectly for the first construction. So this is Polaris by Occre. She's a very beautiful ship. She have everything that you need to study and learn how to build a ship. So we're going to do unboxing, then we go through some instructions very quickly, and then we have some tools. I will show you. You don't need to have all of the tools that I will show you. Trust me, with the time you will buy more and more and more, and you will have just a bunch of them like I do. I really don't use half of them, but okay, it's not a problem. This is something new for me, guys. This is my first video, so I'm kind of goofy a little bit, but I will learn. I just need some time. But enough about me, let's do the unboxing. So guys, I'm very excited. I wanted to build this ship very much. She looks beautiful. She have 4 sails. She have a bunch of stuff on the deck. She will be approximately 60 centimeters in length. It's 1/50 scale, which is not a very small ship. So let's see what we have inside the box. Let's check first our plastic container. So we have a thread that goes to the anchors. We have 2 details from the metal. They look like 8. I believe they are for yards or masts. Here we have a bunch of dead eyes, some single blocks. Here we have stuff for the rudder. Here we have a lot of eyebolts, pins, then some double blocks. Those rings, the bigger one, I believe they are for attaching the sails to the masts. So there are also a chain. Chain goes from the bowsprit to the hull. We have here a bunch of metal parts. Those 3, I believe they are for yards, and the smaller one, when we're going to do the rigging, we're going to attach the end of the rope to these parts. 4 barrels. I think they will look awesome on the deck. More threads for the rigging, and also a flag of our ship. Here we have a colors. All of the models that Occre have, and all of the colors that you need to build the ships. My point is that you can change it. It's just a suggestion of Occre which colors you should use. If you do a replica, right, you cannot change a lot of colors. But if you do a ship for yourself, for example, my last build was Candelaria. She have in the stern gallery part, she have a blue color. I really didn't like it, so I changed it. I painted dark green, and it was just perfect for me. I was very happy. It was the best decision I made, and now she is just my pride and joy. So don't be afraid of changes. Don't be afraid to change the colors, to change something in your ship, and most important, don't be afraid to do mistakes. When you do mistakes, you learn. This is the way it goes. So next thing, we have here a lot of instructions and plans. We will check them later. Here we have our name and name of our ship. Pretty awesome thing. Now, in this envelope, I believe we have our sails. They are very good quality. It's going to be just awesome to work with them and see them on the ship. This part that we have, it already laser cut parts. we will open it and speak about them just a little bit later. This one right here, I think it's very important because this is the wood that we're going to work with. And the first wood, it's 2x5. This is our hull. We're going to build our hull with this wood. It's very flexible. It's going to be easy to bend, but I think it's very important because actually this is your ship. The round ones obviously are for bowsprit and mast and yards. You have a bunch of different types of strips. They will go to the deck, around the ship, so I think there is no point to open it. We will see it closer during the work. Now, this very thin 0.5, I believe this one is for the deck planking, and this one, the sapely wood, is our finally planking of the hull. This is how our ship is going to look like. It's very beautiful wood and very good quality, guys. I'm really looking forward to start this building. Now let's go back and speak about the laser cut board. The laser cut pieces, let's open up and see what is inside. So dudes, here we have our deck, pretty flexible, awesome cut. Then we have our boards. They're going to be like this, with both sides, like this. They will go there, and then we will need to bend them to glue them together. You have African walnut. It's going to be for the keel, for the rudder. There are some more pieces. It's very good quality. You have a bunch of stuff. Those pieces, all those pieces, I believe it's for the entrance on the deck. Those two pieces are the core in the bow. And more stuff, then we need to cut it, glue it, paint it, and make our ship beautiful. And the most important one is our frame, our skeleton. This is the base of our ship, and the next episode is all about putting it together, gluing it, shape it, and make our skeleton. So let's give a quick look to the instructions. So guys, now about the instructions. We don't need to check all of them, all of the pages, because during the construction we will see all of it, examine it, all of it. But let's see some of the parts. Here we have all of the pieces, how many of them in our kit. Also here occre show you what type of glue, what type of dye you should use. It's just a suggestion. You can use whatever you like, it's just a suggestion. This is interesting part. If you don't have a lot of tools in home, you always can order. There's basic tool pack in occre, and those tools at the beginning will be more than enough to build the ship. It really is really cool. You can check it. Now this is instructions, more instructions. Now this is the identification part. This is what we're going to do in our second video. All of the parts, for example the false keel, ribs, have numbers. We go to number all of the details, so we will not do any mistakes from the beginning, because this is I think the most important part of the building, making the skeleton. Then we have the beginning of the construction, everything with the pictures, step by step. Very good instructions. We're going to have a lot of fun building it. This is the final planking, awesome, with sapelli wood. It's going to look very nice. Here we have a rudder, how we're going to do it. A lot of small pieces here already, showing how we're going to attach the rope to the blocks. It's very nice. This is the entrance. I will speak about this entrance with you later in the second video, in the beginning of the second video, because I have second thoughts about this entrance. So the anchors, it does look pretty awesome in the top of view, really good. And this is the plan, the top of the view of our ship. I'm going to put it on the wall as I usually do. Now the second part of the plans are, right, this is the bowsprit, how we're going to do it, how we're going to sand it, everything step by step, masts, yards, everything, how to attach those pieces that I was telling you in the beginning. They look like 8, I was right, they are for the masts. Here we have some blocks. Now the bowsprit part. Awesome. You have a dead eyes, how we're going to work with them. This is the chain that I was told you in the beginning. It comes from the bowsprit to the hull. Here we have our sails, scale 1 to 1. Working with the scale, working with the sails, how we're going to attach them. And this is the plans, how to build the bowsprit. Here we have the mainmast, here we have the foremast. Awesome. Here is the rigging plan. Give me just a second. Here is the rigging plan. For the beginners, all of those terms that I'm going to say, rigging, dead eyes, I will explain to you everything step by step, all of the words, everything. So there was a part that occre suggests you to use some types of colors, some types of dyes. What I did, I ordered the pack of Polaris paints. So we have here all of the paints that we need. Also we have pine dye, colors, we have the walnut, we have a satin varnish, sapelli dye, and also a white paint. Also pretty cool stuff. You don't have to choose, you don't have to worry, you already have it, just order it online. And now let's go to the last part of our video. It's the tools that you're going to need, tools that I have. I will show you guys. Let's talk about the tools. And the first one is very important. It's our pencil. It has to be sharp and always ready for work. With the pencil comes rulers, bunch of them, different types. I have a lot of them, I don't even know why, but okay. Then we have the hammer, small one, Nothing fancy, but good enough for work. Then we have our knives. I have 3 of them. Basically this one and this one are the same. Be careful when you're working with them. They are very sharp. I know it by my experience. This one's a little bit bigger for some different cuts or some different wood. Now, hand drill. Mini hand drill. It's very useful because when we're going to work with the Mustang yards, this small thing will help us a lot because there are going to be a lot of small holes. And also I advise you to buy small kits like this with a bunch of drills. It will be very useful for you. Now let's speak about the glue. I'm using this type of glue for the wood, for the keel, for the frames, for I think most of the parts. This is just a normal, like regular white glue, dry fast, awesome, nice. Super glue. Honestly, I hate super glue. It can make a lot of problems. I really don't like it, but if I use it, because there is some situations that you want to use it, you need to use it. I use this one. This is the gel one. You will have time to work with your pieces, with your parts. They will not stuck together immediately. So this one is a nice one. The next thing is a bunch of tweezers. I have 3 of them. One is normal, regular one. I buy in local shop. I don't even remember where. This one is from Occre, and the last one is from Amati. Different types. When you're going to work with the small details, you will see and you will appreciate these tools. Now, scissors. I have only 2 of them. This is from the Occre. Both of them are from Occre. They're cutting very nice. Also, I ordered from Occre the handsaw. I already tested. It's nice, cut clean, very nice. This is for the threads, because when the time comes and we will work with the blocks, you will understand how hard it is to put the thread through that small hole that the block have, and this thing is make your life much easier. Then we have some pliers. I have 3 of them, just a normal regular flat one like this, and one for cutting. I also buy a kit of pliers like this. Those files are different, all of them. It's going to be very useful to work with the small pieces, metal parts. Very nice thing. Sanding block, just a normal, nothing fancy. The tape for the painting, when you're going to paint something and you want to cover some parts. Here you go. Now this one also for sanding. This is the, I think this is called a nail file, I think. Correct me in the comments. My sister-in-law gave it to me. It was already used, and she's asked me, try this on your wood, and I did. And honestly, it was already used, but it cuts as hell. So next time when she going to order something for her, I will ask her, because I want a bunch of them in my house. Now for the clamps, I have the box of them. Those one, I like them a lot. They're very strong and very useful. I got only 2 of them. I need to buy more. Just a normal, regular one. This big one, I actually never use it because it's so strong. In the end, it's just damaging the wood. Also, I have a bunch of clamps from office. They are like this. With the time, you're going to have a lot of boxes full of tools, but everything have his own time. Now, I have 2 special tools that I want to show you because I really enjoy them. The first one is from Occre. It's pin pusher. It's so easy to work with it because sometimes when you're building the ship, or even when you're planking the ship and your left hand is busy, this small tool will help you a lot. You just put pin inside and then just press a bit, and that's it. You can press more. I'm just showing you. This is just an awesome tool. I like it a lot. I will leave you link in the description below the video. You can order. It's a very cool tool. And the last one is from Amati. My friends sent me last week. It's a wood cutter. Also very useful. I like it a lot. I will just find some piece of wood to show you how it works. It has very clean cuts. It's very easy to cut. Also, what I like, it has 45 degrees. So if you're going to do some frames, it's just awesome. Look, perfect match. I think it's not very expensive. I also will leave you link below the video. And the last thing, here in the bottle, I didn't saw it. My brushes. There is a lot of them. This one is not a brush. Doesn't belong here. I really don't know why I have so a lot of brushes, because probably half of them I don't use. But they are very useful and you should have a bunch of them in home. So guys, for the tools part is finished. Really hope that you enjoyed the video. I try so hard because this is the first one. I never did something like that. So next episode is going to be less talking, more work. We're going to build the skeleton of the ship. We will do the deck planking. There's a lot of stuff. It will be interesting. And I have also one more thing to speak with you about this ship. It's going to be in the beginning of the second video. I have some thoughts about it. I'm going to share it with you. I think it will be a pretty awesome surprise. So thank you, subscribe my channel, and see you next time.